In my opinion, there's just something about a classic, and when it comes to Lower Lakewood Ranch, Florida, the #1 multi-generational master plan community in the entire United States, we are living in a completely different universe than just 2 to 3 years ago. And today, the district that everybody knows is Waterside, which is sexy and it's exciting 9+ neighborhoods. Well, in 2020, 2021-ish, we only had 3 neighborhoods, and at that time, WINDWARD by Neal Communities was definitely one of the belles of the ball. So today, we wanted to revisit that topic. So an A to Z breakdown on a community that is still building today, but kind of lost favor at some point with the minutia of all these new communities being added. So we're gonna break down the location as we always do. We're gonna look at the homes and talk about what's going on currently in 2024, amenities and everything else in between. So really hope you enjoy that. My name is Adam Hancock, and without further ado, I am going to hand off to my partner, Casey Truman, and we'll get started.
What's up, guys? It's Casey Truman from the Sunshine State Company here with my next community, and this one's going to be located in South Lakewood Ranch within Sarasota County, and that is WINDWARD by Neal Communities. Before we break down this community specifically, we need to talk about Neal. Neal is the builder in this community, and what's different about them from the rest of Lakewood Ranch is that they're exclusively a Southwest Florida builder. So you're not going to have that same national recognition. To compare different communities across the nation with this builder, you would only be able to compare them to what they are also building within this specific area. So let's break down the location and why it's so important and what you have access to. This is currently, until Monterey opens up by Toll Brothers, going to be the most southern and the most eastern of all the new construction communities in Lakewood Ranch. You're going to be located on the corner of Lorraine Road as well as Fruitville Road. So what does that give you close access to in this area? Of course, 10 minutes away is University Town Center. That's going to be a major hub of your local mall as well as restaurants, department stores, pretty much everything you could possibly need right there at UTC. You've got access to downtown Lakewood Ranch Main Street, which is only going to be about 5 to 7 minute drive away, in addition to the rest of the infrastructure and commercial space that has been built up over the last couple of years. And then lastly, of course, when phase 4 builds out for WINDWARD, which is their last phase, they are also going to be adding another entrance and exit gate on Blue Lake Road that will give you direct access to Waterside Place. Now, what else is going to be at your disposal? If you were to hop out of the gate here on Fruitville Road and take that straight down, you're going to run into downtown Sarasota, right over the bridge of St. Armands, as well as your closest beach, which is going to be Lido Beach. That gives you a downtown as well as a beach only 25 to 30 minutes away from your community, which is arguably going to be the closest possible access for you to do that in all of Lakewood Ranch. The location in this community is fantastic. There's so many different housing types for you, so let's break that down and see if any of those fit what you're looking for. All right, so now that you've fallen in love with the location, we have to talk about the different housing types within this community. Across all of WINDWARD, there's going to be 780 total homes across 17 different floor plans, and those are going to be split up between 2 different housing types, villas and single-family homes. So let's talk about the villas first. You're going to have 3 different floor plans within that Coral series is what they're calling it. And of those floor plans, your square footage is going to start at 1,430 square feet up to 1,530 square feet. Prices are going to start in the high 4s up to low 5s, depending on the options that you choose. Same rules apply as well as the rest of the communities. You cannot put a pool in the back of a villa, so just know that. Single family homes, you're going to go right into that from there. 3 different series of those, and all of those series are going to depend on the lot width of the home that you choose. The first of which is going to be their Cruise series. You're going to have 4 different floor plans, and those are going to fit on 33-foot lots. So of those 4 different floor plans, your square footage is going to start at 1,530 square feet up to 2,430 square feet, and your price points are going to start in the high 5s up to the mid 7s for their 2-story options, depending on if you add a pool as well. For their second series, that's going to be their Celebration series. Those are going to be on 40-foot lots and 6 different floor plans now. So if you haven't been to this community in a while, it is now 6 different floor plans. They just recently added their Meadowbrook floor plan, which is a 3-car garage to give you something that's more affordable with that 3-car garage option. In this series, they're going to be 2,000 square feet up to 3,000 square feet. And your price points in this series is going to start in the low 7s up to the mid 8s, depending on, again, whether or not you add a pool and if you choose one of their 2-story options. Their third and final series, which is going to be their largest square footage homes and 3-car garages for all of them, that's going to be their Coastal series. So with that, you've got 4 different floor plans to choose from. Your minimum square footage in the Coastal series is going to start at 2,500 square feet up to 3,000 square feet. Your price points are going to start in the low 9s up to what could be 1.4, 1.5. if you got their Kiowa floor plan and added their second story option as well as a pool and spa. So 17 different floor plans across 2 different housing types. There's something for everybody in Windward by Neal Communities if you fall in love with this location as well as what they have to offer. I would highly encourage it. Neal, being such a specific and dedicated Southwest Florida builder, very detailed, cares a lot about this area as well as the location, and of course all of his communities that he builds. So from here, let's go check out the amenities as well as the fees that come with this community. So we've talked about the location as well as the different housing types, and now of course the last piece of the puzzle, we got to talk about the amenities. In this community, you're going to have pretty vast amenities compared to the rest of the waterside area, which I would put this in that same category. So for here, you've got for the adults a resort style pool which has lap lanes in it as well as a spa. For the kids, you've got a kids pool that has a little splash pad equipment as well as a kids playground. Your sport courts, you're going to have tennis, you're going to have pickleball, a 24-hour fitness, as well as a vent lawn or a sport lawn that I'm currently walking on. You also have 2 dog parks. The entire community is 24-hour gated entry, as well as being lawn maintenance assisted for all of the housing types, both villa and single family homes. Your fees do range though based on what series you choose. For the villas, that'll be the cheapest HOA per month, which is $235, up to $431 for those coastal series larger square footage homes. Your CDD is going to start at $1,800 for those villas, as well as go all the way up to $3,450 depending on which home you choose, and of course that'll be for those coastal series homes. So CDD is in addition to your annual property taxes, and we can talk about that if you have any questions. But if you've fallen in love with this area, if you saw a bunch of beautiful models that you really like, different housing types, they're currently in their phase 3. They will have a phase 4, which will have that access directly to Waterside Place, so fantastic location within the community. But if you're looking at Lakewood Ranch or anything in Sarasota County, this should definitely be on your radar.
Okay, that is a wrap for another A to Z new home breakdown. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. This is a great subscription if you're really trying to navigate anything within the new home world. You know, cities versus each other, how to pick one community amongst 40 different ones in one master plan area, amenities, cost, resale versus new, and everything in between. Also, what this YouTube channel is to the system is we are not just limited to new homes. We actually own a full-scale real estate brokerage. It's called the Sunshine State Company, which I own, because we understand how important it is on relocation and how many people lean in this direction. So we wanted to peel back the layers specifically to the one area, but that's what it is. Casey is a real estate agent at the Sunshine State Company. So you can reach out, we can help you with any real estate needs, buying, selling, full scale. You can reach out and work directly with Casey. Just, you know, mention this video, say how you found it, say who you want. And within the sunshinestateco.com, the broader website, you could look at areas versus each other. And more importantly, we have additional resources. So the description box for this video below or on the website, we have free guides. You can download a flip book, which is like neighborhood lists, restaurant lists, different metros versus each other in real consumable formats. We have a newsletter and we have much more fun stuff going on there. So please check all that out before you head out. Again, my name is Adam Hancock and we'll see you on the next one.